All right, small group fundamentals, end of week 1. This is session 3, and we're going to get into the nitty gritty. All right, we're going to talk about probably the most individualized aspect of your journey is going to be your nutrition. So first things first, I want you to make sure that you turn in a food log. All right, make sure you give the coaching staff an idea about what you're currently eating. All right, the best way we can help you is to start to develop habits and not just like clean slate, clear everything off at one time. All right, that's very difficult and it's not sustainable for the long run. Again, the whole purpose behind the small group fundamentals is we're building a set of habits that you can take for the rest of your life. Nutrition is so hard. So much information out there, and it's so individualized because what works for you might not work for me. So it's got to be a give and take, and it's got to be a communication, a constant communication with the coaching staff so that we can help you to the best of our ability. All right, now, with that said, so 3-day food log, write down what you eat. Make sure you turn that in at some point this week. If you haven't already turned it in, turn it in. Hopefully the coaching staff will remind you about that. If not, this is your reminder. Email it. If you want to email it to me, just drew@crossfithp.com. Boom, I got it. I'll look at it. I'll give you my thoughts on what you're doing, what you're currently doing well, and then we'll talk about what you can do to improve. Now, we're going to give you the bare bones. All right, tonight is about the bare bones, basic nutrition concepts that work for 99% of the people. Now, work is relative. What I mean by work is sustainable forever. All right, now, if you've got some short-term aspirations, some short-term goals that you want to lose weight for or you want to gain weight for, whatever the case may be, yes, there's ways that are different from what we're going to talk about today, but this is the basis. If you're not doing this stuff right here successfully, then start here, and we'll go from there. So basically, the CrossFit Mantra, or how we've told people to eat for a very long time, is super simple. Eat lean meats and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. All right, what I mean by sugar is no added sugar, no junk food, basically. Eat meat and veggies, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. Super easy, right? Use small plates. Put veggies on your plate first. Add fat. I know we can go into a whole diatribe about fat itself. Even saturated fat's gotten a bad rap over the last couple of years, but add fat. Avoid processed food as much as possible. Keep alcohol to a minimum. All right, not saying don't drink. I'm not saying don't enjoy a piece of birthday cake either. All right, I don't want to be one of those guys in the corner that's like counting my almonds. For the majority of your meals, eat meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar, and you will be okay if everything else is taken in moderation. All right, that's as simple as I can make it. Now, how? What's some action steps I can do to implement that super easy kind of mantra? One is I'm always going to get the question, what about vegetarians? Totally dig them. Go for it. Vegetarians are awesome. All right, you guys do your thing. Just skip the meat part. Eat blank and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. Just make sure that if you're not eating meat, which is a protein source, that you are getting a protein that is super healthy and as complete as you possibly can. All right, there's ways around vegetarianism. It's not a lifestyle choice for me, but absolutely I've seen people thrive on it, and it's what tends to get vegetarians in trouble is when they substitute lack of meat for protein-rich pastas and things like that. And that's where you start to get into a really gray area with what we're trying to accomplish. So for the most part, eat meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. Boom. Now, action steps to kind of get that rolling. One is I'm going to use my hand, so you would use your hand as the approach for this. The outline of my palm, all right, and the thickness of my palm is a serving of protein. All right, That's going to be on my plate. So my palm, so like this, I got a pretty thick palm. That's weird. All right, that's going to be a serving of protein. All right, now we're going to talk about a palm size is going to be your starch. All right, so what can fit in my palm, like your rices and your potatoes, fit into the palm of my hand, a closed palm like this. All right, a balled up fist is going to be vegetables. All right, so a big balled up fist of vegetables. So that's the whole fist, right? Not just this part, because this looks smaller than the protein. The whole fist is now my veggies. So I've got my protein, I've got a little bit of starch, I've got vegetables, and then my fat is going to be my thumb. All right, I'm a two thumber. I like a lot of fat, like avocados, and I got big thumbs, so it makes it even better. But that adds flavor to food. It makes it taste so much better. Your good oils can kind of go in there too. Not talking about seasonings at all, just the basics. The bare bones of what you're eating is going to be protein for the palm, all right, a closed palm for your starches, a fist for your vegetables, and if you're a veggie fanatic, hey, you got two of those. Do two fists. All right, and then your thumb or two thumbs is going to be for your fats. That's a super easy way to get it started. We will help you out. The biggest thing about this is trial and error. All right, we got to know what works for you, what works for me, might not work for you, and vice versa. So get your food log, turn it in, let us see what you're doing, and as we go into nutrition part 2, we're going to talk about some more nitty-gritty stuff, but this is the bare bones basic for today. If you have any questions, email me directly or talk to one of your coaches. All right, I hope you guys had a good week. I know I did.